Viewer discretion is advised.
Newark, Ohio, former home of many notable people such as Wayne Newton, American singer and entertainer known for his performances in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Jon Hendricks, an American jazz singer considered to be one of the best practitioners of scat singing, as well as Jerry Mock, the first woman to fly solo around the world. This town has had some amazing history throughout the years, but one place seems to keep its history locked inside. Many stories reside about what still remains. Tonight, join us and be a part of the Supernatural Investigation Crew as we take you on our journey inside the Old Licking County Jail.
I want you straight up. I want you straight up. I want you straight up. Don't want you made up. I want you straight up. No filter. No filter. I want you straight up.
Ooh, jug of water. Jugs. We got a jug going.
I want you straight up. You think you're so sly when you lie. You don't even look me in the eye when you lie. All you do is look up in the sky when you lie. You don't even need a reason why when you lie. I rarely believe you, I barely can see you.
Shout out.
The sky, see fear in your eyes. So why you so private, you always on silent. Got nothing to say, cause all of it fake. I'm here to expose you. Yeah, too many half-truths, I just have to. Sick of your fibbing, I'm sick
So
of
we're on
your
the road,
fake
we're on
shit.
our way to
All up in
Dayton,
nothing
Ohio
but
to meet up with
big
Aaron and
myths. I
Jason,
used to
and then from there we're gonna go
listen,
to
but I know
Newark,
better
Ohio
now, so
to
this
go to
time
county
it's
jail and
different.
begin our
Yeah, I can
investigation.
see right through your bullshit. I want the truth.
Someone
By the time you
dancing
told
at
me.
pizza. Riding pizza.
She's putting on a show. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's a plus and minus when you do a web show. You want to go in very prepared during the web show, but you also want to go in and find out for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
What's there and what's out there, and if you go in, you're gonna be expecting, oh, I'm gonna expect to talk to Carl tonight, or I'm gonna expect this because all the other groups did. No, but you don't know what you're gonna get. But it's always good to hear your evidence, other people's evidence.
Yeah.
And to really see what's out there.
This almost seems like one of the Supernatural episodes. Literally. Describe this bathroom. The bathroom is literally, it smells like, the lady walked down, I'm like, how did you even do it? It's worse in there than what you're thinking. That's why I wanted to see. I'm stopping on the way back. We're getting another good.
Don't want you made up. I want you straight up. No filter. No filter. want you straight up. No filter. I want you straight up. Right when you wake up. I want you straight up. I want you straight up. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. I want the truth and nothing but the whole truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
What are you doing over there? Besides being alone.
He has the earbuds. His regular phone is just staring at the ground.
Like, okay. You need a hug?
Let's get him on camera by the dumpster. Holy moly.
No thanks. That's what I do.
I am ready. Yeah, he hooks it up, bro.
She's putting on a show.
Yeah, there's no cameras on the
Now you see her, and now you don't.
What's up? Can you see us? What's up? Oh, it's blocked by the mirror. Oh, you're blocked. If we get down here, can you see us now?
A little bit.
That's better. Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. How's your trip going?
Good.
Yeah, what time did you guys leave this morning?
5. 5 in the morning.
I mean, I'm glad that I didn't have to wake up at 5, but I am bummed that I had to miss the trip.
Yeah, we're just going through some of it. That looks pretty cool. I know you said you went through a lot more than we did, but it looks like a cool place.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I wish I could be there. I mean, I was watching some different videos, some other investigations, and just being able to go into all the old jail cells and everything looks awesome. So I'm really jealous you guys get to do that.
Well, we'll tell him where to go for you. Yeah. Send him your way. This guy you want.
Your own direction.
Yeah. That's okay. Well, we'll be missing you on the cameras. Definitely was good to have him around, but next time.
Yeah, I'll be back at the next one, so have fun tonight without me. It's alright, just be there.
All good. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you in a little bit then.
Yep, travel safe.
Yep. See ya.
What did you just call me? What did you call my mother?
How you doing, man? Does it look cool? It does look cool. It really is kind of in the middle of nowhere. What's up?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That is beautiful.
Not everything is what it seems. What does it mean? Yeah, real talk with fake friends in real life. I realize that real love, the real kind, is real hard to come by. Kumbaya, let's hold hands, we're here hells. Is it the real me or my handle? I can't tell, can't smell, I can't taste, can't hear, I can't see. It can't be the real you, so why do I feel you? It can't be the real you, so why do I feel you? I said it can't be the real you, so why do I hate the way?
This is Terry. She's going to give us a brief insight as to the experiences they've had, some of the history on the building, and then we'll go from there.
We'll kind of make it short and sweet. Welcome to the old Lincoln County Jail. This building opened up in 1889, November of 1889, closed in 1987. It housed several prisoners, a lot of infamous inmates, 22 caliber killers, Laura Bell Devlin, Mae Varner, just to name a few. Carl Etherington is a big one. He was a 17-year-old dry agent detective that was actually beaten in his cell and lynched on the southeast corner of our square. You hear a lot of slamming doors. You see there may be black shadow figures back towards the back. They've even talked about hearing like a jailer's keys jingling, boot steps. You hear all kinds of things. This area was called Little Chicago at one point in time. Really rough area. Probably about 80 bars and brothels operated here. A lot of people report shadow figures in the back areas, battery drainage, boot steps, the jailer keys, things like that. So it's a pretty active area.
Are you getting all the feelings?
All right, so now we're in the stairwell to the dungeon, or what's dubbed the dungeon. What happens here?
This is a highly active area lately. We have the Jail of Terror every year. It's a haunt that we do during October. And I had come in one day to do makeup. I helped with the makeup there. And when I walked in that side door up here, I heard shuffling of feet when I walked down the steps. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is that? And I came about halfway down, and it was directional. Seemed kind of residual, I think. You know, it never stopped. You know, either I was calling out, is somebody here working on electricity? You know, nobody would answer me. So I ended up at about that time, a couple other people that I was going to be doing their makeup on came into the building, and I told them, listen, down here, and they heard it too. So they ended up following it on into the dungeon towards the solitary confinement area. And it just kept them going, and they got scared and came upstairs.
And this right here is the solitary confinement?
In the back corner.
Okay.
Yeah, back corner of the dungeon. This is the booking room, so myself, I felt like maybe that was like a residual energy. That would have been an original door back there to bring people into booking, which, you know, we are standing in the doorway of the booking room, so I wasn't sure if that's why I was hearing that. But we also had, there's the door to the chapel right here in this hallway as well. And my husband Chris and our friend Darren was carrying furniture down here after we were breaking down from the Jail of Terror. And I was upstairs running the sweeper, and they came down here and said, well, actually they came running up to me because they were carrying a cabinet down in the basement. And they were like white as a ghost, and they were like, did you move that chair out of the doorway? And they actually found that the chair was missing. It was thrown into this room, and there was even a roll of plastic on top of it.
Oh, wow.
That was also in here.
Wow.
Something doesn't like that door propped open.
Oh, wow.
I also forgot a prop up on the second floor, and I texted him. This is over a course of 2 years of, you know, the Jail of Terror, but he heard something, sounded kind of like a chair hit the floor or something like that. When he came down to put that prop away, that door was closed again, and the chair that had been propping it open was closed up and set behind the door.
Oh, wow.
We've had people sitting in a chair right here, and their hair gets touched, their necks get touched. It's very active right here.
Crazy.
Very active.
All right, and we'll just go over into the...
What's that?
There was like a solid mass moving behind her, back and forth, back and forth.
You saw a mass
Yeah, like it looked like a shadow
back and forth?
moving back and forth, and then it stopped. And I was looking at it, and that's when I was like, just put the camera on it. We'll see later if anything shows up, but it's right there. Like, it's physically uncomfortable, hard to breathe in there.
Not gonna lie, we got really good shots of a lot of this so far.
I can't believe I saw it that clearly.
What, the
The
apparition?
only other time I've ever seen
Is that what you would call
a
it, an
dark
apparition?
shadow figure that defined before was when I was like 9 or 10.
What would you say when you were 9 or 10?
Well, a black figure. It was at my mom's house. That was
Didn't mean to, I didn't want to. Just sorta happened. Now look at what it's come to. Now look at what it's come to.
thing,
Apparition?
moving back and forth.
Like, it blew your mind, pretty much.
Yeah, you didn't.
Still in
You
shock.
guys were here, and I was here. But if you saw me, I was like,
No, I didn't even see
I
you
was
because
ready
I
to
was.
turn it on.
Like, you look like
Looked
you're
you were
crying.
like, yeah.
my eyes are just watering a lot.
No, you're crying. She's crying. It hit her that hard.
Gonna edit in some more.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Sometimes I wonder if you feel it too. Like when I try to keep it real with you. Sometimes I wonder if you feel it too. Like every time I think it's real, I just can't figure you out. I just can't figure you out.
So you feel that there's going to be a lot of activity and it's going to be stressful for you?
It was hard for me to breathe for the last 10 minutes of that.
Yeah, and that was just the walk.
It started with the shower. The first shower that was that booking meeting, that was just that was like on the tour, and I was like, why is this happening?
I'm really excited to see the dungeon and Carl Self. to debunk some of the stuff that the claims that have been made and try to figure them out instead of just, looking for ghosts.
Awesome. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, that walkthrough was something different. Never really had feelings like I had. Felt short of breath. Almost thought I had to get my inhaler. Almost went out and got it. It's not just because of the stairs. There was something that kind of took my breath away. I'm excited to check it out and see what we can find and hopefully have a good night.
I think the place is really cool. It's super unique and the history on it is really cool.
Negative energy is stored there though.
Yeah. What's that?
It's like a pit of negative energy.
Pit of what?
If you think about it, just logically, it's so much negative energy there.
Oh yeah, from the inmates and everything.
How many people killed themselves?
Yeah,
The conditions of being in prison at the time that they were in prison.
The suicides, the mob that came in there and broke down the doors to get this guy out.
Yeah, 5,000 people, that's a lot of people. I think one person.
We're gonna make this guy a believer one of these days.
I don't disbelieve. I just haven't experienced
You're
really
waiting
anything.
to have an experience.
Yeah, exactly. I'm open to it, so yeah. I got
Yeah, I believe I've had legit experiences, but I still like to, so many people freak out over a noise or, something that can be explained. That's my angle is, I may hear something and in my head I'm not gonna freak out like everybody else. I'm gonna pause and see if I hear it again, and then especially if I'm by myself, I'm gonna try and ask questions and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. I'm going to investigation, so it'll be a fun job. I am too. I think this will be a good one. So I'm excited for it.
Tonight on In the Shadows, the Supernatural Investigation Crew takes you inside the historic Licking County Jail in Newark, Ohio. I'm your host, Jason. Many paranormal investigators have visited here to experience its renowned haunted history. But we invite you to come along with our crew as we do our own take on the Jail of Terror.
That's the baker. Is this the lady that did that?
Laura Bell Devlin and her husband Thomas had a dispute which resulted in his death. After Mr. Devlin threw a plate at his wife, she beat him to death before severing his body parts with a hacksaw. She used the backyard, the kitchen stove, and the living room coal stove as places to hide her husband's body.
Wait, is this whose room?
That she tried to kill herself, and then she did kill herself. Where she... What was the first thing she did? Oh, she took a bunch of sleeping pills. And then within half an hour of being back in her cell, she set herself on fire and died.
It's a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
And what did we stumble upon here?
It seems like right here. I could hold it steady at 1 or 2, so I don't know. Alright. Just because I'm not sure about that area, I'm going to come over here. I get nothing over here, have not got nothing over here. Oh. See, it's got to be something right here. Every time I get
Coming
something
back to here.
Huh?
Yeah, and it's regular, isn't it?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
But
But it's weird because it's not anywhere up or down or anywhere.
it's like right in the middle. Like this time, yeah, right there. Every time I can get it to 2 if I just see it every time. So I'm not believing that. I think there's something else going on there.
This is Etherington's room,
The one that got
the mob.
beaten with the
This is
slow
where they dragged
trimmer?
him out.
Anything?
God, it's angry in here. Just imagine the anger. We are in Carl Etherington's room. This is the room that the dry agent was beaten with a sledgehammer and dragged out to the square and then lynched.
That's crazy. The square is about a block and a half from here. And they dragged his dead body out to the square and hung him up for everybody to see. Why did they do it?
Because they were upset that he was meddling in a town that had 80 bars and brothels during Prohibition. So it was a hot spot. A dry agent shows up and they don't want to risk that.
So, you know. So, you know how I got it set up in here. I'm on the 4th floor. I'm in a somewhat rather large cell. I'm going to set up in the corner with this chair being where the camera is placed. Several other chairs. And this cell is the last one at the end of the hallway to the exit. I'm trying to keep light to a minimum, but I want to make sure I'm still visible. One of the loudest birds I've ever heard. It's 1:10 in the morning. It's very early for birds right now.
Walter Robinson had a female friend, which was not romantic, but eventually he asked her to marry him. She said yes. Then, after she said yes, he beat her to death with a wooden club. Then he went home, and the police came and he immediately admitted, I don't know why I killed her, but I did. They brought him here, and they protected him because this is after the lynching of Etherington. So they were moved around because of it. 5 days later, he was brought back to his cell here. He hung himself by making a noose out of his bedding. He was found in the morning by the sheriff.
This one, right?
Yeah.
You feel it?
That thing is swinging.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving.
There is no wind, there is no draft. It's not moving anymore. Why did you kill her?
So I'll fire up a computer and try and do maybe some EVP stuff downstairs.
Yeah, I definitely want to do some EVP downstairs to see.
No, we can get that, see if he wants
Grass. Did you say grass?
brass.
Brass?
Not brass.
Hey, Luke. Luke? So, of course, right when all the cool stuff happens, the batteries all die. Can't really explain it.
I could tell you, like, over here, though, I was walking over here. All my batteries are dying like you wouldn't believe, by the way. And then right as I'm walking here, battery on the camera, well, the thing stops recording, and then battery says change battery pack, but I'm walking by here, and I thought you were right behind me saying back up, and I'm like, okay, and you're not there. So I'm just saying, I thought, and it was like you whispered, you were like, back up. Like that, coming from this cell. I mean, it sounded like your voice. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been up here.
Well, what happened is, as you guys were walking away, right, to go down to the dungeon area, and I got Aaron and Jason, I think, walking this way. Camera stops recording right here. I'm like, all right, but I'm like trying to hit the little button to start it going. And then as I'm passing this one, I hear it sounds like Luke just whispered in my ear, it's like, back up. Just like that, like right here. And I'm like, okay, but now I'm not recording anything, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do this and do that, and I'm like, but I turn around, you're not anywhere near here. The furnace keeps going on and off. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we noticed. And she said she turned it off.
We were down there and it's off, and it's still like turning on and off. I mean, the switches are off.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally like places like this, I like to go out by myself and do things. I refuse to do it tonight. So I mean, I might hear a little bit, but I'll be out and I'll get like a little bit brave, and I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, where are you at, Matt? Oh, hello. It's your favorite investigator and crew operator, Matt Wade.
Oh yeah, nice toilet.
The beds, and then I'll show you the... You see it?
Yeah, that's awesome. Always.
Creepy?
Dude, it looks so cool. Yeah, I wish I was there. Are all the lights off? You guys just
Yep.
have the lights on or what?
Yeah, it's all off.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'll show you again.
Super jealous. So you guys break up into teams or what? Same as usual?
Yeah, it's Aaron's going around. He's actually right here, but he's going around with his IR camera. And then, oh sorry, I was talking on the phone. And then I'm with Sarah, and then, hello? Oh, and then Spencer's with Jason, and then there's a guy helping us out from the jail. And then I'll show you down here, this is where the guards went, down this hall.
Okay. I was like a monitor hallway.
Yeah, and then the middle one goes around. This just, I'll take you around a little bit. This is the back side. And then this goes all the way around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can see right now, right?
Yeah, I can see it all very good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take you down this jail cell, and then they're all pretty much the same except for the basement is a little bit different.
Right.
The basement looks really cool, but
Right. It was a male and a female prison, right? Like they just had them in separate areas.
yeah, I think the females were upstairs and the males were down here.
That's cool. Has Sarah felt anything?
Nothing real crazy, but she said she felt tension and some other stuff. So
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me a mini tour.
yeah,
Wish I was there.
wish you were too.
Miss you, man.
Yeah, you guys have fun, and I'll probably be up for another couple hours, so if you got anything cool, show me, let me know. Otherwise, have fun. Go find something cool.
Cool.
Alright, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Good?
Yep, good.
Hey, is anybody on the third or second floor?
No, everybody's right here.
Everybody's down here.
I just heard a jail cell door squeak.
So everybody's in this room.
Everyone's here.
Yep, everybody's down here.
Sounded like the 3rd floor. I'm going down to stand here and see if I hear anything.
All right, so whenever we are using our full spectrum cameras, we always have IR lights. You can see our setup. It's a regular still camera, full spectrum, IR light. So earlier, before we went to dinner, I decided to plug a couple in and charge them up. When we got back, I don't know if you can see it. Now I let these lights charge at my house overnight, sometimes 2 days straight. It never happens. So something melted this light. And we don't know what, kind of hard to explain it. Because we're actually I'm gonna try to write the company or email the company and see if they've had these problems in the past and see what they say, but it's kind of strange. I charge these at home for 2 days straight, 48 hours, and then I charge it for an hour, not even, and we have a melted IR.
It's kind of a look.
I wrote a word on my hand.
Oh, you don't want to see this?
Yeah.
That's weird. They should all be up on the 4th floor.
All right, we're here with Jeff Fenn and Terry Long. Doing, what was the box called again?
GeoBox.
The GeoBox.
This is the GeoBox 2 that was made by George Brown. He made 5 original ones out of old radio housings. GeoBox 1 and GeoBox 2. Especially GeoBox 2 was George's private box, and he built these because his mother had passed away and he wanted to be able to talk to her again. So that's why these boxes were created. The box actually scans AM in reverse. It's a really neat box to contact the spirits with. You guys ready? Mm-hmm. All right. May, we're going to turn this box on, and Terry's with me, and this group of people really want to be able to hear you talk tonight. So if you're here, please come through for us. Is that you, May? Can you come talk to us, May? You want to say anything to us?
I want you to be here.
I heard that too. May, it's okay to talk. If that's David, go back down to the matrons. That's May.
Same voice every time. Same pitch.
Hi, May.
Who's with Meg?
Liam?
That did say Liam, didn't it?
Who else is with you, May?
Taylor?
I heard that too. May, can you see us?
I'm not looking at you.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
I'm not looking. It's okay to look at us, May. Maybe she doesn't want us to see her. Can we speak with Lisa? Not me. I know that's not you, May.
you give us any names of anybody in this room right now? What do you think I said?
I'm not real sure.
I thought it said Sarah just now.
Did it?
That's what I thought it
You
said.
heard it say it?
I didn't. I was.
Is that what you thought or what?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I heard Sarah come through.
I told him to say Sarah.
You did.
In my head, I didn't.
Nice.
I have something written on my hand. They asked me to say what's written on my hand.
She has something written on her hand. Can you read what's on her hand?
Try again. You can do it.
That said Sarah.
Yes.
That's it, Sarah. Where's that?
Just say it again.
Yeah, that's Sarah, you're right. She's communicating with you.
Can you tell us what's on Sarah's hand?
Give me your hand. That's what that said. Give me your hand.
Can you give us another name of somebody else in this room?
Could be anyone. Could be anyone.
person or something?
It could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
Try a name. See if you can name somebody in this room other than Sarah.
That's pretty crazy. Did you write that sound?
It said your name.
Yeah.
Is that your name?
Yeah. I think it said your first and last name.
It did.
Okay. Jeff Finn is what it said.
Give us the name of somebody else in this room, other than Sarah or Jeff.
Did you say?
It sounds like you're saying it could be anyone.
Yes, it could. She just said that.
Verified.
Maybe they don't know our names.
Right.
Sarah.
Brent,
Harlow,
Jason,
Spencer,
Jeff,
Terry.
Aaron.
now you know our names.
So Terry.
this would sound like that.
Something. Me. Now you guys do a roll call. What's your name?
Say it again. Just one person say what's on my hand. There it is.
Sick?
Sport.
Oh, sword?
Oh my gosh.
And before that, I'd have to replay this, but it said, didn't she just tell you? See, they're talking now.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Let me see what's that.
Do you know what this place is that you're in?
Is there something I can do to help anybody here?
It's like colder. You know, like, that's spiking, but I think it was
It got colder in here, right?
I just realized my phones are.
Like all of a sudden it got really, like
cold.
10 degrees colder, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shut the box off. Is there anything you wanna say? I thank you guys for talking to us tonight. You're welcome.
Man, you're welcome, no problem.
And we'll talk to you again sometime, okay? I'm gonna shut the box off. Well, what you guys think? Interesting? At times when there's certain times when this thing just seems to like connect and like when you're getting answers and names and stuff. I mean, Perry's been, it just can be just like non-stop. It's just like.
I thought the Geobox was actually pretty cool and interesting and different.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy, yep, especially when the lights are off.
First floor, this area in particular is where I got at least a sound bite in my ear of saying to go back.
It's a great night. You know, I feel it was this amazing night. Lived up to expectations. Beautiful place, so historical.
I think there's definitely an aura of this place that has just kind of the feel, like you feel and hear the paint peeling, like it just feels like it's running down.
So yeah, the booking room, when I saw the movement and I saw the figure on our tour right when we started, that was really creepy to me.
My favorite thing so far was actually the one thing we didn't document, which was the door actually opening after I had actually shut it. Didn't get to document that because I was simply going outside to get something out of the car. Walked outside, shut the door, 95% of the way, walked out to the car, basically looked in the car for a second, turned around. Door was 90% of the way open, and it's a heavy steel door, no wind, so in my head there's no way it opened on its own.
The Geobox section, it was really a lot of talking there with Mae Varner. That was really cool, and hearing her come through and saying names and answering Sarah's question on her hand.
A lot of the shows or pictures that I've seen doesn't really do it justice until you actually visit the place. It's a lot bigger on the inside than it looks.
Like
But it's not a negative place, it's just a place that a lot of negative things happened and you can feel it.
Thank you for joining the Supernatural Investigation crew tonight. We had an amazing time inside the Old Licking County Jail. We'd like to thank Jeff for coming by, and especially our host tonight, Miss Terry Long. She was amazing, phenomenal. This building was beautiful. We've really enjoyed our time here. And until next time, this is In the Shadows.
Okay, perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Let's go.
Can't wait till your episode comes out.
We're thinking probably June. We follow our schedule, probably June.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, every second it complicates super slowly. I suffocate. I'm so lonely and phony to those that know me. Like I'm forever fast into a bad trip. I caught up in the madness. I think I let it get the best of me. I need a remedy. A million friends. I got a million follows. So that's 2 million reasons to drink a million bottles. I cut a million ties to cut a million lies. So that's 2 million reasons I finally feel so alive. I got a million friends, I got a million follows. So that's 2 million reasons to drink a million bottles. I cut a million ties to cut a million lies. So that's 2 million reasons why.